what to do. There's caffeine on the house, it's active, radioactive. Loving you felt like dying on the operating table, like climbing a ladder till I give up and fall. Like the anesthesia didn't work, and I feel the creation of every scar. Like a movie I'm chained to.
Wait, really quick, guys, I have to tell you about my GoFundMe for my music career. I have a GoFundMe for my music career starting from $0, raising money for ads to grow my audience and to reach record labels. If things grow, then I will eventually be using that money to turn my YouTube demos into full professional real recordings. And help me to go as far as possible. I bet if you guys will do your best to help me and to invest, you guys could probably turn me into the biggest pop star in the world. It's just going to really depend on how much you guys are willing and able to help me. So please do what you can to help, and I love you. Mwah. Bye. I have 1 penny to buy this iced coffee, but this is everything you gave me. How did you know the gum on the ground was yours if you've never seen it before? There are no refunds for this part of me. Don't forget where you were when we met. I wanted to be liquidated, but they haven't found me yet. I'll spell it out for you when I'm free. There's disrespect in the water and the liquor can. When parents, or anybody who's not really doing anything, like, cause people trauma, for example, or like when parents cause their own children trauma, how are they not like the ones getting into magic? I'm only saying this because how does it not start like an existential crisis? They have no belief system and they already did all that. And they believe what? They die at the end of their life and they don't go anywhere and nothing exists. And that doesn't make them want to live a good life. That makes them fine with existing for now, but not wanting to do anything to make it better. They're doing the most, I don't want to make it worse, but I don't want to make it better. And I'm perfectly fine with it only lasting another however many years, like the normal amount. They don't want to be millionaires. They're not developing a talent. They're not really struggling either. Those people. What makes them... Like, clearly they're not doing anything. Clearly they don't want to be. They're not overcoming anything. They're not trying anything new. They're just there. And somehow, those are the ones that never think about the fact that someday it ends. Those are the ones, like, it never crosses their mind. How did these people end up in these lifetimes where they're just given a right to be an NPC for as long as they want? And it lasts a long time. They're not really spiritual. They're pretty sure car crashes are just the most common way people die. They don't really care. They're not gonna protest anything. They're not gonna really like do much. It doesn't make them like have some kind of spiritual complex in their mind, at least. At the very least, it does not even lead to some kind of spiritual narcissism. They don't even have that. They don't even want that. Okay. What's going on? Like, it's just weird. Like, they're just sitting there. I don't know. Like, imagine fully believing that in like 30 years or 50 years or however long, you're not only just gonna die, but like, you're not gonna go anywhere. Like, that's it. And like, that doesn't make you want to like spend the time you still have wisely. It doesn't make you it doesn't make you want to do that. It doesn't make you want to like go somewhere today. Like, it makes you want to just like sit there. You want to waste it, but you don't want to die. You want to make sure you wasted every second on something boring that you didn't even care about. You didn't follow what you were passionate about. You just sat there. You sat there and what? Thought about how most people on the planet are not even important enough to have what you have, but like, it didn't come from a god. You're not trying to get more. You're content. You're content, but after elementary school, you barely learned anything. It's just weird, dude. It's just weird. And I know what you're thinking. They're probably just like in a happy relationship, doing whatever they want. They're probably traveling. It'll be the people that never travel. It'll be the people that are in like a long-term relationship, but they don't know more than the other person's favorite color. They're not trying to. They all casually just believe men are a little bit better than women, but we don't know why. And it just never evolves. It just never evolves. Like, that's like the baseline of everything. Is that it's like scientifically proven and nobody needs to do more research. And those are the same people that are not like, oh no, in 50 years I'm gonna die. What am I gonna do? Like, it's just, they're sitting on enough money that if they had a talent, they could really advertise it. There's people who are talented who don't have the money for advertising. Like, it's serious, it's real. The people with talent don't have money for advertising. Or they would be world famous. And then, you know, the new rising star out there never has talent. They're like not even cute and they don't have talent. And they're just there. So that the people who are not doing anything can scroll and see more videos? Like, okay. Anyway, also, I can't believe some man went on a first date with Nessa Barrett, and then after the date, like while he was still on the date, he called another girl to go to her house to like have sex with her. I can't believe someone would do that to Nessa Barrett. Like, I don't understand. Okay, that's just another level of like, what? Like, just men. And just, if a woman is like attractive, a man is gonna mess it up. Random trauma dump, but this has nothing to do with the video. But like, all the time, when I was a kid, my mom would skip my brother's birthday for no reason. But it would be like, I would say to her, so my brother would be like, it was probably, he was like, I don't know, like 8 years old through like 15 or 16 or older, or like 17 or 18 or forever, I don't know. So I would be like, oh, like, my brother's birthday's coming up in like a few months. Like, is he doing anything for his birthday? Is he having a party? She would say, oh, we're skipping it. I'd be like, oh, okay. Like, everybody's birthday's in the summer. Like, you can probably just do like a combined birthday with everyone else. She was like, you can do that, but we're skipping his birthday. I was like, why? She was like, because I get to decide that. And that was it. So, yeah. We just skipped his birthday for years, but it would be like loudly announced and talked about. And he wouldn't stand up for himself and be like, it's my birthday. Everybody just skipped his birthday because my mom decided everybody had to skip his birthday for no reason. Like, she wouldn't have a reason. And it's really not funny, but there's probably a reason my brother does not remember, like, his childhood at all, because, to be honest with you, why, like, the one happy day in a year is, like, your birthday. You know? Like, you get to, like, make it about you, even if you don't ever get to other times. It's like your birthday you get to make about yourself, even if you never get to otherwise. But she would just be like, like, I'm only laughing because, like, what? Like, it's so, like, confusing. It would just be like, oh, we probably spent too much on his birthday when he was 3 and he doesn't remember it. He's never going to have a birthday again. It's like, how much did you spend on his birthday when he was 3? Maybe like $50. Like, he's still paying it off by not having a birthday. And don't worry, there were other not great things. Like, there was a lot of sexism in my childhood specifically. Like, boys require more food than girls. And that's always true. Boys should never have to wash dishes. Girls definitely should. Like, things like that. Things that didn't make sense. And it was, like, different households, but, like, it was just pretty obvious that, like, some of this wasn't making sense. If there was ever allowance for chores, men handle the money for boys. Women handle the money for girls. So if you are supposed to be receiving an allowance, a woman has to hand it to you if you're a girl, and a man has to hand it to you if you're a boy. But don't worry, that the problem with allowance and, you know, if you're a boy, it has to come from a man. If you're a woman, it has to, or if you're a girl, it has to come from a woman, right? The thing with that, it's a great excuse for, like, oh, you're, you know, for like, for example, a man could be like, oh, like, your mom isn't paying you your allowance, she owes you, like, she just decided not to do it. Well, I wouldn't know anything about that because I don't handle it, she does. And then you're like, well, you said I would, whatever. It's like, and, like, vice versa, it's like, you know, it kind of goes both ways. It's like, my mom could have said to my brother if she wanted to, like, oh, too bad, like, I'm not the one who handles your finances, like, but then it's like, you were owed, like, $2 that you like, worked for, and you can't prove it, because it doesn't exist. And just all the time, people would be like, oh, my bloodline this, my bloodline that, like, oh, I bet I passed this down in my bloodline, and oh, I passed this down in mine, and it's like, it doesn't ever mean something, because it's like they can't even prove it. But then at some point in time, you're like, oh, okay, so it's probably, like, some level of white supremacy or something like that, causing the word bloodline to be so common in the word choice for a lot of people. And then they laugh at your jokes more the more you seem like if you're, like, you might just not be, like, white enough for them to laugh at your jokes anymore at some point. Like, it might be fine for a while, but not anymore. Then, of course, the cat or the dog will have some kind of, like, extremely visible health issue, and they're, like, broken and decomposing in front of you, and you can't do anything because you're a child without money, and the money was not in the dog's bank account or the cat's bank account, and they can't pay for it themselves. Probably the worst one, though, well, they were all nightmares. Probably the worst one is, like, it can be traumatizing to open the trash can because your parent did not clean it, and there's maggots walking on the lid of the trash can that have lived on the inside lid of the trash can for months, but you're a child, so you're not going to do it yourself and, like, touch it. But like, there's living, like, creatures, actually, like, in a really gross way, just, like they had, like, raw chicken or something, probably, like, on the lid of the trash can, like the inside, so you can't even throw things away because it's gonna be traumatizing. Because for months and for probably like 6 months or 8 months, it just didn't get cleaned because you're a child and like your parent knows about it, so they're just like, it's fine, and you're like, but it doesn't seem fine, and they're like, no, it's fine. Oh, and one time, I forgot to mention this, one time there were 2 cats. When I was a child, there were 2 cats, and unfortunately they had worms, actually. And so I was a child, I had to clean the cat litter because it was like my job to do because they were my cats, but I didn't have money to like take care of them. And so nobody like treated the cat's condition. Nobody treated the cat's condition. So I one time I told my dad, I was like, I don't want to like mess with that, like that's really gross, like I don't want to have to be the one to clean that. And then he's like, why are you pregnant? I was like, if you're pregnant, he said, if you're pregnant, I'm gonna have to kill some boy. I was like, how are you gonna make this about something weird now? Like, it was really stressful because I was like, what? Like, just get the cats like the $2 medication or something, what? Anyway, to add to the trauma, the cats had worms until they died. It's not funny. I was a child, I didn't have any money. That was the first thing I would have paid for if I could like have money as a child, to be honest. That was a crazy one. That was a crazy one. But that was not the cause of death. They just had it for maybe, I don't know if it was 6 months, 2 years, 4 years at least, I don't know. They went for a while. They went for a while because you want to know what? That wasn't the cause of death. The cats, one at a time, got hit by cars. But when the first one got hit by a car, the cat ended up with a paralyzed leg that it proceeded to use as a crutch until it got hit by a second car and died. And then the other one just got hit by a car in one time. Like the first time it got hit by a car, it died. So, yeah, that just was lasting forever. Multiple years of just, I think it must have been probably like 2 or 4 years or something that the cats had worms because I think the cat that used its leg as a crutch was probably doing that for like a year or something, or 8 months, or a long time. It just felt like a long time. It's giving, look down at the floor and like 10 years later, there's probably still a blood stain from the cat using its leg as a crutch. Pretty sad. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed my, stories from my childhood where maybe everybody was a psychopath, but I didn't have money to deal with like some of the stuff that I would have wanted to because children don't have their own money. And you know, it's okay. I became so grateful that Minecraft existed that it might as well have been Ganesha or Jesus. Like Minecraft was Jesus for a long time.
They can't tell me what to do. There's caffeine on the house, it's active, radioactive. Loving you felt like dying on the operating table, like climbing a ladder till I give up and fall. Like the anesthesia didn't work, and I feel the creation of every scar. Like a movie I'm chained to.
Wait, really quick, guys, I have to tell you about my GoFundMe for my music career. I have a GoFundMe for my music career starting from $0, raising money for ads to grow my audience and to reach record labels. If things grow, then I will eventually be using that money to turn my YouTube demos into full professional real recordings, and help me to go as far as possible. I bet if you guys will do your best to help me and to invest, you guys could probably turn me into the biggest pop star in the world. It's just going to really depend on how much you guys are willing and able to help me, so please do what you can to help, and I love you. Mwah. Bye.
I have 1 penny to buy this iced coffee, but this is everything you gave me. How did you know the gum on the ground was yours if you've never seen it before? There are no refunds for this part of me. Don't forget where you were when we met. I wanted to be liquidated, but they haven't found me yet. I'll spell it out for you when I'm free. There's disrespect in the water and the liquor can't